All right, what's up? It's your boy here. So what I'm doing is I'm trying a different approach, trying something different, and I want to talk about it a little bit. I was watching an incredible seminar. I was watching it yesterday, and I only mention that because this is how you need to attack things. When you get a new idea, a new concept, a new approach to something, you need to act on it immediately. Don't let it sit. Don't let it marinate. You want to give it. Sometimes you want to give things a little bit of time to marinate in your mind so you know how to approach it. But once you're ready, once you think this is a good idea, you need to jump on it because there's no time to waste. And that's how I feel about this. So ultimately what I saw, Alex Amosi, he was talking about just the idea of documenting your process, right? If you followed him for a while, which he's got lots and lots of millions of followers. So some of y'all may have already been following him for a long time, long before you started following me. But I appreciate all y'all who are following me now. But anyways, for those of you who followed him since the beginning, he posted pictures of himself sleeping in his gym. I mean, he posted pictures and stuff on his Instagram, and he's documented this. Even later stages, he's gone back to retrace where he was, to kind of give y'all some insight to where he was, where he's got, what y'all need to do to go from that point to where, if you want to be on his level. And he mentioned something. He's like, how cool would it be if someone like Bezos, if he documented back in 1996, he had a blog and he was documenting, hey, you know what, this is what's happening today. And what's happening today is, I almost lost the company and this and this and this, and I've got to change and I've got to do this and I've got to adapt. And then, okay, let's do it again tomorrow. And let's do it again next week. And a month later, you see it. I was like, oh my gosh, I almost lost the company again. And you see this process. It gives you huge insight into the struggles and the trials and the tribulations, the things that he faced and went through to get to where he is today. So with that insight, to me, I'm like, okay, you know what? Because he also talked about the many people who get on. Well, he mentioned it only briefly, but I've listened to lots of people talk about it before also. And I've literally talked about it on a couple of my posts as well. Just these people who get on social media and they talk about things that they don't know. They talk about business, they talk about aspects of growth in life and business and development and just these things that you can do, that you can implement to get yourself in a better place, but they're not actually doing them themselves. What they're doing is posting a bunch of content to get a lot of views, a lot of attention, and maybe potentially either they want to be content creators or they want to be influencers, or they want you to ultimately see their content so you can buy their other products. You know what I mean? There's been lots of people. Liver King, he was one of them, who talked about how he lived on organ meats and things like that, and he did all this stuff, and he just got ripped and he got huge. And if you haven't seen him, it's a interesting, fun little thing to look up. But believe me, you don't need to waste your time if you've never heard of him. The point is he did all this stuff, and he constantly talked about this was the way, by living primitively and living off of organ meats and things like that, that's how you were going to just get swole, right? But ultimately, he also, when he was interviewed, because he's a massive dude, they were like, hey, are you actually, using any performance enhancing drugs or anything like that? And he's like, no, nothing. I don't use anything like that. I don't believe in that stuff. I live primitively. I live off these. And it was found out that he was a hoax. He was using all kinds of supplements and things, and he was using all kinds of things that were performance enhancing and bulking him up and stuff like that, and that it wasn't all the lifestyle that he was promoting. So this got me to thinking, what I want to do is because I've done this for a long time, and people who followed my previous channel, which is my boys now have taken over, the Bayless Boys on YouTube. For those of you who followed that previous channel, you can see that my early videos about 4 years ago, when I was posting some of these videos and I was recording some of these, I was really learning a lot about how to do this stuff, and I was kind of wanting to keep things raw and fresh, and just I want to give people perspective that, you know what, you don't have to have this ideal perfect lifestyle. You don't have to have everything cookie cutter. You don't have to have a lifestyle without children. You don't have to have a lifestyle where you started when you were 20 years old. It's yes, ideally, if you could get all this started when you're young, boom, that's the way to do it. But say you're 40, Say you're already 40 and you're wanting to grow a business. You're wanting to do something better. Your children, your wife, your husband, your family has given you the motivation that you want to change your life. So that's why I didn't want to try to edit things and silence my children. I was like, you know what? They walked around behind me while I was doing my videos. I kind of let it happen because I wanted people to see that, hey, you know what? I'm doing this with all this chaos behind me, with all this noise. Right now, this is my boys' curriculum. It's their school curriculum. This is all the stuff that Corey's got to get through today. He's got to get through all those assignments today, and I'm doing that amidst doing this. And the thing is that's what I want people to see, and I want people to know is that you can overcome these things. So what I'm doing is I'm going to start posting. I've been posting a lot of shorts already lately. In the last few days, I've started using AI to generate some shorts, which is dope. It's really cool. It helps you create content in a unique, fun way, and it helps you create quicker, to be honest. But I'm also going to start implementing a lot of shorts like this. Well, not like this, but what I'm talking about which is I'm going to start giving doses and insight and little tidbits throughout the day. Hey, this is what I'm doing now. This is what I'm doing now. This is what I'm doing now. And I want to do this like frequently and continuously because I want to show people, hey, this is my process. Right now, I'm at this level. I'm going to be at this level. And one day I'm going to be at that level. And like I said, what if Jeff Bezos had done that, What if he had documented all those processes? And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to document those processes. Y'all stay tuned. Be sure you like, subscribe, ding the bell, get your notifications. You don't want to miss out. It's going to be a lot of fun. But make sure you check out my shorts on a daily basis because I want you to check out my videos too as well because it's deeper content. But my shorts, they're all going to be like a minute. They're going to be a minute, but I'm going to do multiples throughout the day. And what I'm going to do is I'm doing motivational little things, little tidbits about business, about psychology, because this is what I studied, this is what I know, this is what I love. I have a deep passion for psychology. I'm going to do ones about biblical history, things like that, because I'm a man of God. First and foremost, I'm a man of God. But I'm also going to use little stock tips, little business tips, little things like that. All these little blurbs. But in addition, amidst all that, is I'm going to do these shorts where I'm giving you perspective. This is what I just did. This is what I'm about to do. This is what's next. This is how I get through my day. This is how I accomplish these things, and I want you to know that so that way you can see the process that I'm going through to get to where I'm going to get. And that way you can see this process and you can implement some of these things. Or even if you choose to implement things completely different than I am, that's totally cool. That's totally fine. But if you can see that what I'm capable of through all the different things that I'm trying to get through, then you can know that you can do this too. You know what, maybe even we can help each other. Like I said, maybe some of my little posts will give you insight and say, hey, you know what? This is how you can stack and layer these things that you're getting through the day. And maybe you can comment and share with me some of your insight like, hey, Corey, you know what? You could be, have you tried? Did you think? You know what I'm saying? And you give those, they might help me, they might help you, they might help other people. Let's all help each other. Let's learn, grow, and develop together. Now is the time. Now is our time. This next 6 months, my life's gonna change. It's gonna change everything. It's gonna change everything. And I hope that yours can too. It's your boy. Like, subscribe, ding the bell. Don't miss out. Stay tuned.